the one time we don't bring the battery. Okay, here's the plate after shooting it twice. We have P80 over here and Israeli M61 AP, which I think is technically the US version. It's just called Israeli. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same bullet though. But just the M61 AP designation. So I didn't get any velocity readings just because I forgot the battery to the chronograph. I brought the chronograph, just not the battery. So there's no velocity readings, unfortunately, but from previous experience, (2,700 feet per second). At least that's, you know, what it should be going. I think the last time I tested P80, it was only going like 2,500 feet per second, so can't really know for sure. But and I don't know about this one either because I never tested one, but the Portuguese M963 was going 2,800, I think. So if we compare it to that, that's about, let's just say 2,700. 2,700 for this, 2,500 for this from previous experience. I think both are supposed to be going 2,800, but I'm not entirely sure. This is the P80. Considerable back face, but not too much. M61. As you can see, this would probably be failing, but I'm not really sure why that happened exactly. I think it was because this edge wrap failed. And the only reason that probably happened is because I tried a new attachment method for this front fabric, the front fabric. I bought this roll. I bought this adhesive film roll as opposed to last time I used contact adhesive or contact cement. So this stuff doesn't really work as well. So yeah, this is didn't work as well as you can clearly see as the contact cement, and that probably allowed this to pull out essentially. My glove is ripped. Nice. get that out. It's still stuck in there, I guess. I think that's aluminum on there. I think it was melted actually. Molten aluminum on the core. I don't know why my camera cannot focus on stuff close up. For some reason, there we go. I don't see any markings on it. Okay, so this is the M61 core. And where did the other one go? Here it is. This is the one that fell out at the beginning. This is for the P80. A lot more left of the M61, but both were stopped. So, I mean, I don't know, did the aluminum really do what it was supposed to? Not really, but did it still work? Yes. The plate is 6 pounds, 5 ounces, but I did have to fill in a lot of the gaps with this like tan construction adhesive, just because everything wasn't the same size. So, I mean, that's probably like 5 ounces in itself, quite frankly. So yeah, 6 pound plate, stopping AP threats. Pretty good, in my opinion. These are the shells, by the way. P80 over here, and then this is the M61. So yeah, I mean, didn't get any velocities, unfortunately, but assuming they're going the speeds they should be going, pretty good results. The strike face was broken. The strike face was broken also already before I even shot it. That happened during the assembly process. I have some pictures of it being broken. I think it was in 3 pretty big chunks still, so I don't think it hurt it too much, but just to put that out there, the strike face was broken already. Yeah, I think if I would have stayed with the contact adhesive instead of the adhesive film that I used. This probably wouldn't have bulged out so much on the side. I mean, it was a pretty close shot to the edge, but it definitely would have helped out to have a better front wrapping. That would have prevented the side from unraveling. Kind of like blanking on what else I was gonna say. I know I was about to say something, but I forgot already. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty impressive results in my opinion. The last plate was, I think, 6 pounds 10 ounces, the ones I did for the giveaway. They did have the sorbothane pad, which was a lot of weight. The sorbothane pad is actually pretty heavy. I think it literally was 10 ounces for the whole pad, or like 8 or something. So, and that plate did stop one round of M963, but the P80 went through, so this one stopped the P80 and the M61. The Emax Tactical was out of stock with the M63. M963, I think it is. The Portuguese AP round, whatever one that is. So I couldn't retest that on this, but I don't know. I assume M61 is probably a pretty similar equivalent. Yeah, I think if the aluminum would have shaped better and the strike face wasn't broken, obviously could have done a little bit better in the front adhesive situation. All those could have helped it, but regardless, it still did pretty good. I mean, the P80 barely even made it to the PE. It could have just been the velocity, could have been going very slow like last time, but still, pretty good results in my opinion. Other than the fact that the aluminum didn't really do what it was supposed to do. So, I don't know. Let me know, you guys, what you think about the plate's performance and if the aluminum played that much of a role. You think if I would have had 2 of these, it would have performed better than the aluminum and this? Because that's basically what I did for the giveaway plate. I just had 2 of these. They were from AliExpress, so they were probably not as good quality as these are. These are from Blackbeard Protective Products. This is the rating for the PE panel. Right there. It's technically not 3A, but it does handle good threats. That's basically it. I'm still working on that shield. It's kinda in limbo at this point. I'm trying to figure out how to make the press plates touch all the sides at the same time when it's pressing. Because I have the initial plate and then I have a little bit smaller one. that goes into the bigger one with the composite material in between. But when I press it, you know, only the flat portion gets contact, and the wings on the side, it doesn't really press it as much. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it touch all the sides at the same time. And then once I figure that out, then I can obviously weld it together and then actually start making the shield. So I just have to figure that out basically. It might take a while, it might not, I don't know. I think in the meantime, I was planning to revisit the flexible plate. Last time I just used I think 20 layers of UHMWPE plain fabric, unpressed. But I think this time I want to use a PE panel, a solid one, and I'm just going to cut out a bunch of grooves. I would obviously like the grooves to be thinner, but that's just the smallest bit I had on my router. So yeah, this is the same panel I used in this plate right here. And I mean, it does bend. I don't know if you can see that, but it bends pretty good. And obviously I'm not even done yet, so once I cut out all those squares, I don't know if it's going to perform any better than just the plain fabric. But I'm also going to upgrade the strike face from the 1/4-inch aluminum tiles. I don't have a reference for these. These are what I used last time, a lot heavier. And I'm going to get 0.17-inch silicon carbide tiles, so almost 3/16 of an inch thick silicon carbide tiles. Trying to keep it thin but light at the same time. Even just the switch from silicon carbide, from alumina to silicon carbide, is gonna lower the weight drastically, but also keeping the tiles thinner should help as well. So my goal is 5 pounds for a plate that can stop M80A1. This is the core for M80A1. Just because none of the flexible plates on the market, I don't think, can stop M80A1. Even the Safe Life Defense FRAS, I don't think can stop M80A1. So if I can make one 5 pounds that can stop M80A1, that would be an improvement. I'm going to be using thinner gauge titanium this time also. I might make them slightly wider, but probably not, just because we shouldn't run into the same problem of them punching out the back, because instead of the soft fabric, it's going to have this hard PE panel, which I doubt it's going to be able to just push its way through. But maybe, you know, instead of having the gap line up, I'll make them like a 1/4 inch bigger, maybe. So instead of 1-inch tiles, it'll just be 1 1/4 inch tiles. Obviously, the more tiles, the less points of flex you have. So it's something to keep in mind. But it should still be pretty flexible. So yeah, that's basically the intermediate project until I figure out the shield situation. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pretty good performance, even though it wasn't exactly what we were envisioning. Still did pretty good. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.